Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is my first video all about Chinese vertical dramas. I'm totally hooked on this genre. Guilty as charged. On this channel, I want to focus only on Chinese vertical dramas. If you love them too, stick around and join me. And if you're already addicted, even better. Today, I am reviewing first Chinese vertical drama I watched for the channel. Before we jump in, a quick note about copying. We all know when it comes to remakes and adaptations, Chinese productions can be very inspired. I'm not whining about K dramas being copied, I'm just pointing it out. Also, small confession, the main male lead looks a lot like Yuno from TVXQ. Younger, chiseled jawline, very familiar. Back to the drama. This series basically retells the story of a certain K-drama when a phone rings. Changes everything. Yes, it is almost an exact copy, but with a different ending. Spoiler alert! The ending diverges from the cave drama's conclusion. A big upside, the whole 12 episode story is compressed into about 2.5 hours. That's a convenient if you don't have time for a long binge. Full disclosure, I didn't watch every minute myself. I watched the early episode, then waited for someone to upload the ending as shorts. And they did. Thank you, Internet. For those unfamiliar, here's the premise. The female lead pretends to be mute. Why? Because her mother told her to. Now she's an adult, you might think she's not gonna do it, but she can't go against her mother. She has no money to support her father, so she stays silent. The male lead marries her and makes her sign a prenuptial agreement. If she asks for a divorce, she must pay a huge sum she obviously can't afford. So she's trapped, bullied, and vulnerable. It's frustrating to watch. Then, one night, someone decides to kidnap her. That's when the story really starts. During the abduction, she screams and speaks, surprising even the kidnapper. The male lead, overconfident, assumes she is safe and even jokes he is waiting for the body. But the girl hears him loud and clear. The incident ends in an accident. She ends up with the kidnapper's phone. The phone is weirdly plot convenient. It can make calls but not receive them. It can't be traced unless someone talks on it for more than a minute. Then suddenly it becomes traceable. So, yes, the phone drives a lot of the tension. Now, about the cast. I thought the casting worked well overall. The female lead's look and hairstyle reminded me a lot of K-drama aesthetics. Even some of the outfits are strikingly similar to the Korean version. The male lead is handsome and has decent acting chops. They sell the relationship and the power imbalance believably. As for the ending, like I said, it's different from the K-drama. There are multiple versions online, but I like the one I watched. It felt satisfying in its own way without copying the original beat for beat. To wrap up, if you enjoy melodrama, tense family dynamics, and compact storytelling, this vertical drama will appeal to you. It leans hard into familiar K-drama tropes but packages them in a short, watchable format. If you're curious, give it a try and see which ending version you prefer. That's my first review on the channel. If you're into Chinese vertical dramas, stay tuned for more.